All right, PK is on the phone. Let's update Nio. So macro scale for the moment, we had our cycle 1 completed here. Top of the wave 1 was 2021, and then we took 2 years of correction, 2.5, let's say, and now we started our completed the wave 2, started our wave 3. And the target for the wave 3 is gonna be around $115 to 120-ish, if everything goes well with this company and if we have enough investors. So I'm not gonna go into this count for the moment. There's another video if you're interested in the whole count. I'm gonna talk about the micro right now, because the Elliott wave is not so clean on the micro scale. We're gonna talk about different stuff for the moment. So the first idea that I had here was that we're gonna have a wave 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, and 5, and that we're gonna complete one Elliott cycle wave. But it didn't happen, and it's not so bad, don't worry. Even though that we had this descending impulsive looking structure, not everything is lost. For the moment, when Elliott is not so obvious, we have to take a look at the algos as well. And this is how algos work. They work from the bottom to the top, and then you have automatic buys from the levels of 0.5 to 0.618, and then their target would be, if I turn on my full fib, they're 0.23. This is where they take profit, and then they take the next measured move. The next measured move is going to be from here to the top. We didn't have an activation, so some of them are still active. And then the next measure move would be here. This one failed because we hit the stops that are after 0.65, or for some 0.618. The next one would be here, this pivot, and this pivot held for the moment. Let's see the development, because we entered the golden zone and we had some sort of a reaction, and we're dropping for the moment, but we're gonna see the aftermath if it's gonna hold or not. Anyhow, I tried to play some Elliott wave ball here, and the issue with this thing is that this wave here looks impulsive, and I'm gonna apply the Elliott wave count immediately, and it might be surprising for you on my opinion what it is. So we have alright, so this one is, in my opinion, this one is impulsive. We had a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wave 3, 4, and now we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I missed one, maybe we're gonna have a fifth here, but if I'm not, we need to kill this channel anyway. We need to break impulsively in order to have some further development up. But this thing develops more like channels more like a zigzag, but the wave relation is decent for an impulse, because if you measure wave 1 to 2, you have decent target for the wave 3, almost 1.618. Let's see if we're gonna hit 2.618 for the fifth wave, or this pivot will hold. Okay, so what is going on here then? If we had a wave 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something completed here, right? But you cannot say that this wave 2 and this would be the wave 3, because I cannot count this as a 4. And I went to talk with my colleague about it, and then we agreed on the count together. I didn't want to suggest anything to him, but he said the same thing that I thought. So what's going on here is we're having a 1 2, a 1 2, and now that we completed this 1 2 3 4 5, this is going to be another wave 1 and 2. So what is going on right now is that we're having perhaps an A, and then a B, and then a C, and then this is going to be considered as a massive 1 2 here. So 1 2 and 3 1 2s. Let's see if we're gonna hit the wave 3 anytime soon after this one, because this thing here went 5 from the top. It went 5 into a golden zone. 5 into a golden zone is a buy for me. 3 into a golden zone is also a buy for me. As you can see, the RSI and MACD are starting to take the momentum to perhaps switch the gear and to go a bit up. So if this was 1 2, then what do we expect? One, so A, B, C perhaps. Back test. Even the whole structure can be accounted for. I wouldn't want it to see it here, but even if it comes here, I will buy. I'm a long-term holder of this. Not a financial advice, of course. If yeah, we know that the count is wrong. If this gets invalidated, then I cannot count this as a 1, because if this gets invalid, the issue is that I don't see anything else that is valid. You cannot finish your impulse here, this being 1 2 3 4 5, because wave 4 would enter the territory of wave 1. Wave 3 doesn't subdivide in 5 waves. Sorry, it doesn't subdivide as an impulse, it has to subdivide as an impulse, and it's not long enough. So that's the only thing that I can come up with, is that now we're hitting some sort of a correction. This one is impulsive, now we need a corrective, and then another impulsive. Most of the time the first is going to be, if the first is long, then not necessarily is that the C is going to be long. If A is long, then maybe the C is not going to be so extended. But I'm going to follow it and we're going to see. Anyway, any sort of a 3-wave move down, I think, is for buying. If you're a long-term holder, I am as well. I'm holding it for the moment. If you scalp this, if you had a small time trade, then if this goes correctively here like that, maybe you want to consider exiting your position. Just a thought. Anyway, waves 1 and 2, they need some time to fight all this force that was previously here. And as you can see, we are testing currently these areas, sorry, so back testing these areas here. All of these were wicks. Now let's see if it's gonna hold as a support. Currently it's struggling. Alright, I gave you some guidelines on this one. Maybe I will update it only with charts in the near future. If I need to make a video, I'll make one. Alright, have a good day guys, thank you.